Create yourself a new world, big or small, but make it beautiful. The Property Show brings you beautiful spaces, exquisite construction ideas, easy style interior designing, and we bring you up to date with the industry. It's fresh, it's inspiring, it's The Property Show. Now showing on The Property Show.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Property Show. Well, we're well into the second month and there's quite so much exciting stuff that we've got in line for you. Shooting a number of properties has given me a different perspective to where actually the real estate industry is in Uganda and where it's headed to. And remember, our job at the Property Show is to ensure that we make sense of real estate for you. We've got quite so much lined up for you today, and let's just take a look at much more that we have for you today.
Today on The Property Show.
Well, we get to our property update this week. Now, very interestingly, this week we count down for you the top 10 cities that are the most priciest cities to live in. You don't want to go into that city if you've not robbed a bank or saved up enough. And I tell you what, Luanda, surprisingly, Luanda, Angola. We're not talking about Zurich, we'll talk about Hong Kong later, but Luanda, Angola emerges as the index most priciest city. Can you imagine? Paying $7,000 for a two-bedroom apartment in Luanda, Angola. Now, the other cities, of course, we look at Zurich in Germany, we look at Hong Kong, and that and more in our priciest cities to live in this week.
Luanda, Angola. Luanda is the most expensive city in the world for the second year in a row. Living safely in a country overrun by civil war for nearly 30 years comes at a steep price. Especially if you want apartments with features like gated entrances in pricey neighborhoods near international schools. N'Djamena, Chad. Chad's capital is a fairly inexpensive city, but it made the list for the same reasons that Luanda did. Safe apartments are hard to find, and most of the day-to-day necessities that an expat might want have to be imported. Hong Kong. Rents are sky high in this city, which is one of the most densely populated in the world. In addition to pricey apartments, expats are saddled with expensive imported food and gas that costs more than $8 per gallon. Singapore. Singapore has long been one of the world's most expensive cities. The city-state is a regional hub for many big companies, including Shell and Philips, where employees really have to overpay for the basics like food and clothing. Zurich. Nearly a quarter of Zurich's residents work at banks or investment firms, so it's no wonder the city is so expensive. A fast food hamburger meal goes for a staggering $15. Geneva. Geneva is known as an international shopping destination, with luxury brands dotting its boulevards. But there are plenty of high prices even down market. 2 tickets for a movie go for more than $42. Tokyo. Space is at a premium in jam-packed Tokyo, which makes it particularly expensive. A pair of jeans will cost you $120. Bern, Switzerland. In the Swiss capital, you can pay more than $14 for a fast food hamburger. But at least expats will be in good company. More than 20% of Bern's residents come from abroad, according to the city. Moscow. Big oil money and high inflation make the Russian capital a very costly city to visit. A liter of milk goes for nearly $7, compared to an average price of $1.19 in New York City. a notoriously expensive city in its own right. Shanghai. One of China's biggest cities, with a population of 24 million, has become even more expensive thanks to the strengthening yuan currency. It jumped 4 spots into the top 10 this year as China's currency appreciated.
Now we get to the moment of the property jargon. The purpose of the property jargon is to help enhance our understanding of the real estate industry, the jargon, the phrases, and the technicalities that are used. But the other important thing is that in the month of November and December, we shall be giving you quiz questions from the Property Show that will be from the answers that we've featured in the previous episodes on the property jargon. So it's very important that you pay attention, both for your own understanding, and you could win some household items to help you get a better home. Property jargon now. And well, it's the roofing's moment where we take a look at the bird's eye, the view from the top. Let's take a look at the bird's eye this week.
The Bird's Eye, brought to you by Roofings.
Oh no, it's my dad. Cover me.
Gundi nawe, is that any way to cover?
When you have to cover something, cover it the right way. Only Roofing's iron sheets have double coating that give them a much longer life and are made with Japanese technology for best quality right here in Uganda. With Roofing's iron sheets, we've got you covered. Roofing's, strength of a nation.
The Bird's Eye was brought to you by Roofings.
Roofing's, strength of a nation.
Still to come,
the speciality with our sheets are double coated.
Greentop Villas is situated 8 kilometers from Kampala on Entebbe Road in the prime Laboa area. The condos give a new feeling to home living with 3 or 4 bedrooms, a spacious dining room and lounge, a fully fitted modern open kitchen, servant quarters and utility area, as well as wireless internet and DSTV connectivity. Residents can enjoy a high-end health club fully equipped with a sauna, steam bath and gym facilities. As well as a lavish swimming pool. And a spacious children's play area.
Now, when we talk construction, we know that roofings is a power player. And for many years, we've seen that happen. But tell me something. For instance, as assistant production manager, you've been involved in lots of processes with the production of whatever Roofings has to offer. What is Roofings all about?
Roofings Group is the leading steel manufacturer and supplier of quite a steel in East and Central of this region. That's we're talking about the East African region.
We grew up hearing about roofings, and we associated roofings automatically with iron sheets. What kind of iron sheets does Roofings actually manufacture or produce?
Yeah, at Roofings, we produce iron sheets, and we categorize them into two types. We have what we call the GI. Those are the galvanized iron sheets. And we have what we call the PPGI, the pre-painted galvanized sheets. Most of the people call them the colored sheets.
Okay, those are the ones that are painted with different colors.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the other ones which are GI are the ordinary sheets, which people say the ordinary sheets on the market. Yeah.
So, wait a minute. Galvanized sheets means these are sheets that are colored.
The galvanized sheets are not colored, but they're just galvanized.
What is galvanization? What is galvanizing about it?
Actually, galvanizing, you are adding zinc to the base metal.
Okay.
The steel is open. Okay. When you put zinc on top of them, you are galvanizing them.
Okay.
So on both sides, when you galvanize the sheet, the base metal, you get the galvanized sheet.
So that's what gives the iron sheet durability and strength.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you take it to another stage to color it. That's what we go through a process called color coating. Okay. So you give a color to the sheet, and that gives it more durability.
Is there anything else I get from the coloring? Is there anything else it adds?
Yeah, because there's what we call, my colleague will discuss to you with what we call double coating and single coating.
Okay.
So when you go for double coating, you get more lifespan for these sheets. Okay. You can run for more 10 years. Whereas the other one will run for single coat will go for only 5 years. So when you go to the market, the specialty with our sheets is that our sheets are double coated.
Okay.
Whatever sheet you're seeing on the market of Roofings Limited are double coated sheets.
All right. Shortly, I'm going to be speaking to one of the senior experts, an engineer, to help us understand what this process is all about. However, during the course of the week, we took a trip down to Roofings, that's the plant in Namamve, and we tried to acquaint ourselves with the processes. Let's take that journey with you right now. We are finally at the Roofings with the Property Show team. And I'm getting to meet Frank and Jerry. Nice meeting you at your own home, and you got a massive place here. And so, what's it with the?
You have to be.
I have to have one of these on there.
Into our plant. Really.
Safety first.
Okay, you wanna be the host for a moment? Okay. So what does this do?
Yeah, this is protecting your head
Okay.
from any falling
Here
object.
we go.
Yeah.
Okay, and
This one is a unique jacket
like a
for all our
substitute football.
visitors.
I'm going to play football.
No, no,
So
no,
what's
this
it
is
with
a-
the colors? Does it have to be
Yeah,
screaming
this
colours,
is to identify you as a visitor
Okay.
to our plant.
There you go.
Yep.
I'll have this work.
We can easily find you.
Great. Okay, right now we're just going to take a tour to exactly see what we've been talking about. The coating, the galvanizing, all that kind of thing. Just go with us right into the plant where everything happens. Okay, so Francis, what do we have here?
Yeah, this is our raw material receiving point. It is delivered in by a rail line, wagons, where we offload them and we store them here. These are HRC coils basically that we use as our inputs to the raw material machines until we get the PPG and the GI coils.
Okay.
So as we move inside into the plant, you are going to see how we roll this material up to the finished product of the GI, that's the galvanized coils, up to the pre-painted galvanized coils.
The first phase of production is called the pickling process. This is where the metal coils are acid cleaned and rinsed. Next comes the cold rolling of the hot-rolled pickled coils to the desired thickness. Next comes color coating, an advanced technique used to apply an organic color coating onto flat coiled metal. Finally, the metal coils are cut to size and corrugated, ready to be shipped to retailers. A product of the highest quality, attractive looking, and with excellent corrosion resistance. When you take a tour of the state-of-the-art, technologically advanced Roofing's rolling mills, it's easy to see why Roofing's products are a unique and premium brand.
Now we're trying to deal with what explains why you actually have to see the colored iron sheets. Some are brown, some are yellow, some any kind of color. We're trying to equally find out how many kind of colors do they have available, how many can you order. But joining us on the set right now is none other than Jeremy Tumehechi. He's the senior engineer, Roofing's Rolling Mills. Good to have you on the show today.
Good to be here as well, Mr. Edwin.
Talking about coating, why do you then usually go for the process of double coating and not single coating the iron sheets?
Right. Now, technically, I'll use a very quick example of a normal house. You have your normal house with the bricks. From the bricks, you get to the mortar. From the mortar, you put the undercoat. From the undercoat, you put the final color that you want. This is exactly what we do with this double coating. The double coating is from the zinc, we add a layer of chromate. From the chromate, we add another layer of the primer, which would be the undercoat. From the undercoat, we do the final color, which is the color the final customer wants.
Yes. Colors. Are there so many colors? Where is the limit in terms of the colors that somebody can have?
We do have quite a range of colors. For as long as you order for a color, we shall definitely give it to you.
We've also seen houses that actually, some people, instead of going for the traditional tiling, we've seen some of your iron sheets actually looking like tiles. How is that a special design that Roofings does? Tell us about the tile iron sheets. I don't know, what are they called? Are they tile iron sheets or what?
Oh, actually, no. There's this is the profiling. There are quite a number of profiles. There's Super V, Super Echo, the tile kind that you see. There are quite a number of quite a number of profiles. Whichever profile you ask for, we definitely provide.
Are they slightly cheaper than the ordinary tiles
Definitely,
in terms of pricing? Definitely,
much cheaper. And being the iron, much, they really seem to take a longer lifespan.
In a nutshell, what are the key things somebody actually should feel comfortable as they're watching? That when I get my iron sheets or products from Roofings, this is how I am in terms of apart from any other product or any other brand.
All right. That is very simple. You will definitely know you have one of your sheets that will last for generations to come.
Durability is
Durability. Your color will never fade. You'll have the same color. You'll never see your strip fade. The corrosion bits, there's nothing like that. You'll always have your sheet for generations and generations to come.
Thank you, Jerry. It's Roofings, and of course, we are proud to be associated with them on the Property Show. The strength of a nation. We'll be back for more.
Do you have a great property you want to sell or rent? Or maybe a whole selection that needs to be showcased? Lamudi.com makes it super easy. You snap, upload, and be seen by Africa and the world. Post your property on Lamudi today.
Well, it's always not the best of times when I run out of time with the Property Show, but there's just so much more that we're still putting in stock for you for the other shows, and I hope you enjoyed yourselves on the show. Remember to always give us your feedback on what you think about the show in terms of your property inquiries. Just get in touch with us over the Facebook account address that is on the screen, or our website, or you can probably text 6565. Give us your feedback, because the Property Show is about you. Remember, what we're all about is making real estate sense. Stay well, stay inspired, stay blessed.
Another summer day has come and gone away in Paris and Rome, but I wanna go home.